Moving on up to the Upper East Side. Moving
Started
on
stream.
up. Song, right? So.
We finally got a piece of pie.
Good, it's a good show. We had a fun time last week. We had a fun time.
It
Milo,
is just your computer window screen, the background.
Yeah,
What character is that?
that was Filbert.
It's Filbert.
There's a little bit of Filbert for everybody for a bit.
A little bit of Filbert. Everybody loves a little bit of Filbert. That'd be a nice
Filbert's
spin-off.
Good guy.
That'd be a
Filbert
good
is
spin-off
good.
title. A little bit of Filbert.
A little bit of Filbert. Kill Dan. I'll bring Filbert.
It'd be like it'll be like 3-minute shorts, like 3-minute short films. a little bit of Filbert.
A wizard should always pack your guts.
A Filbert story.
Oh fuck!
Fireball.
That's those are members of the Horde, and they have skulls. No! Don't. No! Fuck!
Are you playing World of Warcraft?
I might be.
No.
I might be now.
Shame.
Everybody gets
I want to hear opinions from people. Is it more shameful to play World of Warcraft or Yahtzee Girl?
Look, it just depends. Are you
World of
DMing?
Warcraft. Yahtzee Girl is holy.
The DM can't go nonverbal, Sean.
That deep chuckle, that hit hard.
Oh, very funny. Right. Brain turned off. I've been caught. What was I saying? Oh, it was Filbert. I was making fun of Filbert. I was thinking about what if one by one I kill every character and everybody brings back just another wizard.
Until it's just a party full of wizards.
Until it's just a party of wizards.
We have to.
Now, is that straight wizard, or are you gonna let like a multi-class?
You got to. There's no heals in the wizard.
So otherwise it would just be TPK'd by the first dragon breath attack.
Great. Anyways, last week's episode, we had a fun 3-dimensional fight. Fro pulled out their oath bow and fucked shit up. It was great. The enemy was riding a nightmare and it could move a ridiculous amount in the air. And Fro killed that horse in 1 round. Put 2 arrows in it, killed it. We had a good moment where the bad guy, a Glabrizu demon, was holding on to Dan the Satyr Man as he was being enchanted by a fly spell. And Dan the Satyr Man thunder smited him to knock him away. Great. It was great. I really liked last week's episode. I thought it was a fun little boss fight. Oh, and the bug civilization. What am I focusing on? The fight for? The highlight was actually the bug civilization. Everybody loves the bug civilization.
Yeah, one of us made a whole entire second species.
One bug shows up, says a word of the story, dies, and then the next bug comes up, says another word, dies.
They have very, very short lifespans. There's a forge, a bug hits the forge, and then dies and falls into the flames of the forge, and another bug grabs the hammer before it hits the ground and hits the thing being forged and dies themselves. This is how all of their society functions.
I think they actually have a guy who tallies up how many people have died, right? it's
But
not just
each
one guy.
time they tally, no, each time that guy tallies, he dies.
Yeah, and
So.
they're a little behind on the count. But at least 1 million people have died since we arrived. Crazy.
Justin has been creating hybrids. They definitely live longer and can do more. Their lifespans currently unknown. Currently an unknown how long David's offspring will last.
One of Justin's children shows up. I have lived for an eternity.
Probably
3 weeks.
Probably will there will be like a war that happens, or just like a genocide of the normal bug people if history tells us anything. Selenius made a hybrid, a changeling hybrid, and Garf killed it. Garf saw that one as a monstrosity. I mean, it was a monstrosity.
It was a monstrosity. It needed to die.
It needed to die. And you guys just sort of vibed. Did we end with you guys heading into the sewers? Where did we end? No, the rats came and told you, "Hey, party on Garth. We'll be over there if you need us." If I remember correctly.
That sounds about
right. Great. Herrick and Uguay, you both were taken by the Rat Man, by Splinter. And so you're gone right now. You're currently not a part of this moment, but we'll get to you very quickly. We come in to the saloon the next morning. Justin, Selenius, everybody that is in that saloon, roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Who needs to roll con save?
Everybody but Herrick and Uguay.
I got a 19.
22.
And you're near Paladin, so take a +5.
Yeah.
A lot.
I got a 17 with that +5. Thank you.
I got a natural 1.
Great.
But I'm gonna change it to a 12 plus con,
Okay. Garf
which is 13.
foresaw. Garf foresaw in the
17.
Garf foresaw in the thing in the scrolls. What do you use? Should we establish something that Garf uses to foresee the future?
Tax sheets? No, I'm kidding. That'd be fucking funny though.
Tab
Just-
sheets?
No, tax, just fucking accounting paperwork.
It's
He just
in the
files
paper.
these four.
It's
Yeah, it's
in the paperwork.
he just files
It's
these
just
four-
numbers. He does math, and then he knows the future.
That, I mean, that's kind of That and then honestly, hold on. I got their name. The
it's like-
knowing
it's like how
mistress. He
Bitcoin
does
works.
vibe with. Well, yeah, he does
Right?
vibe with the knowing mistress and such.
Blockchain.
Yes, yeah, the knowing mistress. Yeah.
He
So
comes up with
kinda
unsolvable equations and solves them himself.
that too. A lot of stockbroker trader predicting. He's a hedge fund bro. No,
It was in the
Fucking
paperwork. It was in the
weirdo.
papers. It was in the
yeah, it's in the
paperwork.
paperwork.
He comes on the
Uh,
sand.
Jesus
You're not
Christ.
getting you did not wake up this morning hungover. No headaches for Garf today. Everybody passed actually. I didn't hear anybody except Garf have a bad one, and he flipped it. So nobody's hungover. You guys wake up. Justin, you wake up in a room filled with dead bug women. They're all dead. Their purpose fulfilled. The door is open, and like a trail of bug blood of many small bug feet leaving the room.
Wild.
What else? Selenius, you're vibing. So the rat guys are just sort of like the rat demons are just in the saloon, just like waiting for you guys to be like, hey, we'd like to go see Splinter now. Master Splinter. They're like, so they're wearing black ninja outfits, just like classic when you think of a ninja, just like cloth black ninja outfits, but their bodies are like grossly pale, like pale, like pale white rats.
The pink with the pink hands, pink eyes, those kind of like lab rat.
Yeah. Very lab ratty. Very lab ratty. Dan, Garf. So it's Dan, Garf, Selenius, Justin, and Fro. What would you guys like to do? Is there anything you would like to do in the Bug City before, or it's not a city, in the Bug Town before you go to the Underway?
Underwear?
The Underway, I've decided to call it.
No, I just want to say underwear.
The Underwear. That's what you'll tell the rats when they say that.
Yeah.
The under who?
He's got like the worst water fountain jokes. What is that?
What do you call a water fountain that's got a leaky bit?
The water cooler. That's what.
Oh, yeah, water cooler. Thank you.
You might be a water fountain.
What's the deal with water cooler?
Garf does the gritty.
Dan will second that gritty.
I don't know why I'm doing this. It said it's something in the notes today.
Dan's gonna hold up.
At one point.
Dan's gonna hold up a sign that says "Nice gritty Garf," and then he's gonna start doing the Russian kick dance.
How did you know? I'm looking at the papers. I don't think it said you, but I mean, like, hell yeah, this is awesome.
Dan hits the
I'll hold up
classic
a sign that says
Fortnite.
nice.
I don't know what that is. What are you doing?
Oh, you're doing like the default dance stand.
Yep. I'm gonna start doing wacky inflatable arm flailing tube man.
I like how we do this now. This is just our wake up routine, I guess. It's good to kind of get the goofs out while we're here, you know. And then Garf will start doing stretches. Where are we at currently?
You
Are we
are
still
in the abyss. Yeah, you're in Bugtown.
So we're still in the town? Are we still
Yeah,
in this
you're
We
loop?
like-
need to
you're
go.
like in the
I
slough.
think it's
Yeah,
about
yeah,
time we
yeah,
go
yeah.
to the rats.
Yeah, I
and let
think
the
you're right.
rats rub us.
Let the,
I-
let the
I wasn't
rats
paying attention
Rub us.
before.
Let
That
the rats
sounds like
rub
a
us.
job for Justin, not us, but you know.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was blacked out for so long. And then we were fighting that guy, the horse.
Yeah, remember the horse guy?
Yeah, but stuff before that, nope, not at all.
Okay, let's go to the rats.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know these rats.
Hello.
Poor Dan! I run out the window.
What's up? You want to come with us? You want to meet Master Splinter?
Cool voice.
Yeah, why not? Or are we supposed to meet this guy?
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, no, he has our friends, so we probably should go. The rats are friends to the turtles, so we're good. Yeah, come on.
Yeah, we're cool. We're cool, rats. We're cool.
All right, let's go.
Y'all are pretty cool.
I just grab any piece of flesh that you can get your little mitts on.
I'm
Dan
gonna
grabs
turn into one of them.
his own dick.
You got the many tricks. You got the many tricks, but we can smell that you're not right. Change back, and they like all both pull out
Change
daggers and point them at you. You're not one of us.
Imposter.
Change back.
Something sus about you. You're an imposter.
Do you change back?
Yeah, fine.
They're like, much better, much better. They like
Yeah.
you watch them start to like grow like 2-3 feet and get really buff as they get mad. And then when they chill the fuck out, it all like shrinks back down.
Note to self: don't transform into one of those guys. Got it.
They know they can smell.
They smell a rat.
All right, that was pretty hot. Take us to Splinter.
Everybody, let me see. Let this
Guys.
spell. Oh.
Windwalk.
Block, no. Teleporting. Let somebody roll me a D100.
I'll go for it.
Great.
Oh, 37.
Okay. Well, this guy is very familiar with this place. So
I hope so.
you watch as the like clothes, the like ninja clothes he's wearing flickers with demonic runes, and all of you are teleported away. You're like, you feel this like sucking motion downward as you are brought deeper into the abyss. And then the motion stops, and you guys are in this this kind of quaint. It's only probably like 30 feet wide cavern. Like definitely like man-made or like chiseled out stone, but fully underground. And like it has this nice like what I can only explain as rat aesthetic of like there's green goo, there's like a green stream running through it. There's a single door that leaves that goes out. There's like just stuff everywhere. It's a hoarder's nightmare. And the rat that teleported you guys goes, well, if follow me, these are my chambers, but please don't look too closely. He walks to the door and unlatches it, unlocks it, and opens it. I don't have the way into Splinter's chamber. That would I can't just teleport willy-nilly into my lord's inner sanctum. If you would follow me.
Yes, of course, of course.
Mm-hmm.
And he brings you out into a massive warren. So like you walk out onto like as the door opens, this like cacophony of sounds come in. What have you? Gotcha. Okay, great. That one
Pretty
gets saved,
solid.
huh?
I really
what was
think you that was a solid phrase.
That's a solid phrase. We get to keep that one for all time. A massive warren. It's like you feel this
Kinda
like
like
sucking motion
An
downward.
insect?
Hive. I imagine it is like this downward spiral path, and there are doors along the walls to individual warrens. And then down at the bottom is a communal space, and then a large doorway, like large double doorway that leads into Splinter's chambers. And there are lots of rat people. Like this is a bustling metropolis of rat people of all shapes and sizes. You see massive hulking ones that walk on like gorilla arms. You see rat
Nope.
people.
I know what you meant by
What?
that, dude, but I pictured them like having severed gorilla arms like strapped to their feet. And it just really
That's what you see. That's what you see. There's some rats that have like mutated body parts or have like grafted other creatures, like other demons, aspects to them. Like you see some rats with wings fluttering about in the middle of the cavern. Well organized rat society. But down below, like most are beginning to congregate down at the bottom as you see a makeshift stage has been prepared, and standing there waving is Master Splinter, standing like 9-10 feet tall. Next to him is Master Oogway, and probably looking very uncomfortable also on that platform is Herrick. All of the rat people are beginning to gather around. We now do a quick flashback moment. Quick flashback to Herrick and Master Oogway as you finish crushing some piglins in the town, and then Master Splinter showed up, and then he just grabs you two and teleports away, being like, deal with this town to the rest of the people, and then takes you two. You appear in like the chamber of a rat lord. It's still got the same sort of like rat aesthetic of like a little cluttered, but it's much nicer things. He's got like a throne made of like adamantium that he sits upon, and he claps his hands, and a little rat in a skimpy outfit shows up with a platter of cheese, and with his like super long nails, he like spears one and eats it. And he turns to you all, and he's like, "It's been many a year since I've seen a turtle in these parts. But I'm always happy to see turtles. You're always good for business, good for helping around, and I like it when order is maintained as much as possible in these chaotic parts. So it's always good to see yous. And since that weird fucking cult showed up a couple I don't know, months ago, years ago, it's hard to keep track of time. I've been wondering when yous folks would show up. It's good to see yous. And you look competent for a human. And it's humans that have been causing me problems recently. So I was looking at your group, and I'm pretty sure you're the only human of the lot. So brought you along too, because maybe you can help me understand. Who are these guys? Who's this William dude that they keep asking everybody about?
He was a necromancer.
Oh, okay. Necromancer. Well, yeah, he does. Oh, he sucks. Gotcha. Well, his guys, they're pretty powerful. I will lie, they're pretty powerful. Especially once they manage to find their way to the lair of Orcus. Their powers seem to multiply down there. But they were looking. They're looking for some spirit. I don't think he's down here. I'm not gonna lie. The dead don't usually come here unless they've made some sort of deal with one of us. And we haven't been making deals in a couple hundred years down here. Since the barony fell apart, our clientele on the material plane a little fizzled up. So I don't know who this William guy is, but
He would have died before the barony fell.
oh shit, really?
Yes.
Oh, that's a lot. That's an old guy. He's old. Fuck. Well, I scratch your back, you scratch mine. These cult guys have taken a liking to killing anything and raising it into undeath. It's bad for business. Skeletons don't often have things or accrue new things for my rats to take. Which if you hadn't noticed, I like stuff. Big on things and stuff. When I don't get things and stuff, I get upset, and I like living a chill life. I like having a chill time. So hear me out. Usually when you turtles get here, my job, open a portal back to the material plane. Your job, don't stop me from sometimes stealing knickknacks from the material plane when one of my rats gets summoned there. I don't go looking to end up in the material plane. But sometimes silly wizards or warlocks they summon us. And if a thing gets pocketed before we get sent home, oh well. This is the deal. Why don't you go bring back your humans with you? Take them with you.
Does Oogway find it morally acceptable to pocket things?
Yes, we wait for Master Oogway to type out his answer to us. Master Oogway, how do you feel about learning about the knick-knack deal? upset with the knick-knack deal.
This rat will
Upset with the
sometimes
knick-knack deals.
upset. This rat will sometimes just take shit from other planes and bring it back. It's like a
Bring it
little,
back.
a little present, a little gift to
Little
himself.
gift. Usually he's not summoned. That's a very powerful spell to summon this guy. Usually it's one of those lesser guys out there for a summon demon spell. When a summon demon spell happens, it's like a fifth level spell, summon demon.
Gabby's first summon demon spell summons a rat, just steals all your shit.
It doesn't steal all your shit. Hell, like he's bound to do what you want. But if you like don't give him an order, or if he somehow if you lose concentration on the spell, the demon can do what they want at that point. And at that point the rat starts just nicking things. Just like pocketing
Anything that isn't tied down into the rat's pocket.
into the rat's pocket. So it's very rare. And the deal is that the turtles don't come looking for the stuff. Like normally, the turtles were not going around killing every wizard and warlock that summoned demons. They might break their kneecaps for it if they were being really aggressive about it. But like stealing things on purpose, probably not high on the list of. That's a misdemeanor. That's a misdemeanor crime. Being trapped in the abyss for all time, an issue. Bit of a cost, a pros and cons list right there. Anyways, we've got a problem with these cultists. They're bad for business. Skeletons don't got stuff, and I mean that seems to be why you guys are here. I can get some of my rats to try and like lure the cult of William to an ambush spot. And you look pretty powerful. He like squeezes your muscles, Eric. He like squeezes your arm. He's like, I think you got this. I think you can pull this off. Portals have never let me down. Portals have never ever let me down. They're steadfast allies. And that one guy, the last one, the Grandmaster Gyatso. Maybe he was just a man. I don't know. I had met him when he was just a master. I think he attained Grandmaster after I let him home. But he seemed like a cool guy. He always made really, really good tea. I actually have this tea. Where's the tea set? And he like rummages through, like snaps his fingers, and a mage hand appears and digs through his stuff, and a nice little tea set is pulled out. He's like, yeah, he gave that to me. Did he give that to me, or did I take? I think he gave it to me. I think he gave that to me as a goodwill present. So, what do you say? You wanna ambush some humans?
Harry kind of like raises an eyebrow at that, and I think I understand what you're saying. That sounds like a acceptable idea to me.
Nice. And he like slaps you on the back. Well, since that's settled, we're not gonna make a demonic deal. That sounds probably against the morals of this group. I can read a room. This young turtle here seems unhappy with the realities of the abyss. But let me tell you, my turtly friend, it's better than staying here forever. And with that, he like pushes out into the like large warren and does an announcement of like, gather all the masses, we will have a speech, and like all the little rats go, speech, and like scatter to tell everybody. And that's when everybody else comes in. Coming down into this warren pit as Master Splinter goes, it's been a long time, everybody. It's been a long time since we've made some good allies. And it looks like the rest of our allies have arrived. Bring them up. Good work, Snatches. Good work bringing them to us. So hello everybody. He like looks down at you as you guys approach the stage. Well, what do we call yous? What do we here call yous? What's your names? Speak up so all the rats can hear yous.
My name is Eric.
Take
Oh, God.
we're good Garf and the Garfettes.
No. No,
and it booms out. Goff and the Goffette. Nice.
So the last thing Dan knew, that's what we were called.
I wanna. Am I here? We all in the same
You're
place.
all
right?
there
Yeah.
now.
I want to announce myself as Justin and say if any of the girl rats would like to meet me behind the stage, I will show them a treasure.
You know, I didn't mean this horny, but that's what you've decided. That's what you've chosen, and you're.
You said
leaning
every
into it.
time you go to a new town, you need to try and sleep around. This is a new town, Sean. What do you want? From me?
It's just in a pamphlet on interplanar sex. Master Oogway hands you a pamphlet. It talks about all of the different STDs of the plane. Like he says, hell, and then lists the STDs. The celestial planes lists the STDs.
Well, I hand it back. I say I'm a paladin, bro.
Well, no, the back of the pamphlet is ones that humans and humanoids can reproduce with, and the ones you cannot.
Doesn't matter to me. Wait, how do they know? Unless they've tested it thoroughly. I doubt they have. If they're writing this pamphlet, I bet
Do I
this
have
is inaccurate.
do I have a god of sex, sexual endeavors? Yeah, it's probably Gratz. This was probably this was published. It has a little publishing seal, and it's published by the Gratz, the Prince of Pleasure. So it's a good source. In my honest opinion, as the DM, that's a good source. He fucks. That guy fucks.
He does the sex good.
Justin's new
Probably.
goal is to overthrow this god by outfucking him.
Overthrow. He has godlike powers. Is not a god. He's actually one of the demon princes of the abyss.
Like a Slaanesh type.
Yeah. He's a Slaaneshi type. It might not be Gratz. Carl, am I right? It's Gratz. That's like the Prince of
Oh yeah.
Pleasure in the abyss. Yeah. Making sure I'm not taking a different character. So it's a good pamphlet. Wouldn't hand it back. Would keep it. Great. Yeah. Okay, guard for the Garfettes, Keeper Co, whatever you want to be called. These guys are gonna help us get more stuff. And like as he says that, the rats cheer. Have any of you ever watched Elmo Goes to Grouchland? Is that
That
anybody
sounds
else?
so familiar, bro. Is that
If
where
If I
like
have,
Dante's
it's
shit
been
comes
probably
down?
like
No,
close to
it
20
was an
years.
Elmo movie from like I probably was a little old, like getting to be too old when it came out. And it's like Elmo falls into Oscar's trash can and goes to Grouchland, this like trash society of other Grouch monsters. But it's like filled with trash and stuff, and they really value like things, and that is fully what I'm basing this off of. So like this place is like a mess. It's just filled with stuff from every plane in existence. But like none of it has value. It's like buttons and like car engines and the mast of a sail. Just like
The three valueless things we all know.
yeah,
Is it a car engine?
a car engine. Yeah.
And buttons.
Pieces of shit. But you know what I mean? You see what I'm
I
trying to
totally get
explain
what you're
here?
saying. It was
You
just
totally get what
funny.
I'm saying.
Mhm.
It's a lot of stuff, a lot of varied, different stuff. Part of I say car engine, I'll call it an infernal machine.
2003 Toyota Camrys in
There's no gasoline in this world, so it is actually useless.
The rats just cheer, like the sound of the tens, if not hundreds of thousands of rats who are listening, just echoes out as he goes, "They're gonna help us get more stuff."
Stuff.
First we gotta help them. We gotta get those silly humies that have been fucking up our ship for a couple months. We gotta lure them. Snatches, come here. And like the same rat that teleported you guys here climbs up and kneels before Splinter and goes, "Yes, me lord, yes, anything for yous." And Splinter leans down and goes, "Take our finest men. No, sorry, take our finest rats. Be our liaison. We're going to meet them in the Gulch of No Return. Tell them we've found the phylactery." "It will be done, my lord." And then in like a puff of like a smoke bomb, Snatches disappears. He turns to Herrick, I guess, because he's the guy he's been talking to. He goes, "In 2 days' time, Snatches will be there with bringing in the cult. Gives you 2 days to prepare. I'll make sure that you guys are teleported to the overhang that looks down upon the Gulch of No Return. It's an old demonic place of quasi worship. It's avoided by most nowadays. A mortal fought and killed a demon lord in this pit. Their remains bleached and left in this pit. Most demons can't even enter. We, the rats, are not from the abyss originally, so we can get through. Those bug people, they can also go there. It's like the people who have been brought to the abyss generations ago but aren't. Yeah, it's a lot. Anyways, that's where this meeting will happen. That's where the ambush will happen. Once you've killed them all, I'll send you home. And you know what? I'll even be nice about it. I'll make sure that no time has passed. Or what? I'll make sure whatever time has passed that you want to. If you want 100 years to have gone by, we'll make it 100 years. Sound like a plan?
Sounds like a plan.
Great. Lizzie, come here. And like a little female rat runs up and goes, "Take these guys to the campsite on top of the gulch." Little female rat goes, gathers you all up. and teleports you to the campsite of Hopper Gulch. And that's where we'll take a break. We'll take a break right there.
Sick. Sick.
Take a break. All right. I'll take a dab.
Shake,
Yeah.
All right, we'll be right
I'll
back.
be right back.
He's back. You guys appear on top of this nice, cool little rock. Cool little rock in this nice little valley. I forgot that there were supposed to be bones here.
Sure, there's bones.
I had all that time.
We can
Put it in
pretend
your
there's
brains.
bones, dude. It's not
Pretend
that
there's
hard.
bones. Pretend there's bones here.
Oh, there's bones.
Some cool
For sure.
bones. You have 2 days. 2 days of time to prepare for this ambush that you guys are gonna do. What preparations are to be made?
I'm gonna make like 8 vials of holy water.
You make 8 vials of holy water.
I have 4 hunters traps.
Okay,
Um,
where would you like those placed, buddy?
Each of you have a vial of holy water.
Do I have 2 days to like go out and like place these? Can I just like
Yeah.
break it?
Yeah, put it
Can
if you
you-
want them. Tell me where you want them.
Let's put them. I have 4 of them. Let's put them in the road.
Okay, but so you want to hide them.
Yes.
All right, so first one, where do you want it?
Let's put them closer to the middle section, like right there. Boom. One down. One down.
Roll
That'll
me,
work.
roll me a survival check to see how well hidden it is.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna love this.
Survival, you should be pretty good at.
Yeah, it's like one of my what is it, double proficiency ones, one of my
Mhm.
maxed out ones. Yep. Okay, well I rolled a 19, so add. Is that? Yeah, that's so that's gonna be 26 on that one.
Okay, so on that one, you spend a good chunk of time making sure you call like everybody over and you're like, right here. Don't fucking step here. Don't do it. You'll lose your foot. I know it looks like it's fine. It's not. Don't step here. Great. Where's the next one going?
And then go cut 2 over and 1 down, like that. Yep. Do
Great.
it like that.
Do another check. Do another survival check.
That's a 17, so the 24.
All right. 5 minutes later, Fro's calling everybody over again. You know that last one? This place too. Don't step the road. Try and avoid the road as much as possible until you hear 4 people shriek. Okay, great. Next one.
And then let's go to the right, like actually into the tree line a little bit. Yeah, the first square. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, that was a 19. So God, this is good roll. That's a 26. Yeah, that was a 26 too.
Jesus Christ. All right, 4th one.
And then that's gonna be that's a 19. That was a 12 plus the 7. And put it over here on the left under that tree. Or to the right of the tree. Up. Well, yep. There you go.
Okay, so there's like a line here of go fuck yourself.
Yes, exactly.
Gotcha.
I'll like
I
point
missed.
to the line to the group, like, don't cross this line, like safe zone. Yeah.
Great.
And I also have some questions about the terrain. Is
Yep.
this like wooded terrain?
Yep.
Is this just like normal wooded? It's not like
Yeah,
crazy. I mean,
nope.
It's the abyss, so I wouldn't
It's-
call it
but I
normal.
mean, it's like a
It's not normal.
wooded.
Yeah, it's a special type of wood, but it's a forest.
Okay. So do I have like my
Yeah,
Hidden
forest.
ability.
If forest
My
is your favorite
natural-
domain,
Have you seen the opening scene of 300?
yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I imagined. Yeah. Well, I have the it doesn't matter what terrain it is. I have I can just be lightly obscured by natural phenomenon. I can hide behind natural.
You want to go predator into the trees?
Not necessarily. Yeah, I do, but like way back towards the group, like under the cliff. Yeah.
So Fro wants to post up like right.
And I'm hidden, I guess, whatever that means. So
Yep. Roll a hide
Those-
check. Roll a stealth check.
That's going to be I think I got a plus on that one too. Oh yeah, that's a 19 total on that one.
Great. Okay. Dan's making those. Fro did some really solid setting up. Anybody else got anything they'd like to do? Any setup they want to do?
Yeah. So those pass, or there's like any, like, I don't know, explosives we could set up that could do like some sort of avalanche or tree fall on them when they cross. So, trap them or hurt them, something like that. I'm not sure if like those like mountain things on the side are like that high.
They're
or if
not. They're not
okay.
very high.
Gotcha.
20, 30 feet, if that.
I look to see if there's a place I can hide and wait for an ambush type of thing. I don't know if there's any small bushes or anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's plenty of. This is a very like untouched area of like abyssal nature. So there's like a lot of mushrooms and decaying forest parts. There's plenty like in the green areas. As long as you're not like within like maybe 10, 15 feet of the path, you can probably like hunker down, like go full prone and have a good hiding spot.
Okay. I'm just looking over what I've got to see if there's anything. Send note. Nothing specific along. Okay, I will find a place. Kind of. I know. Fro is very much ranged, so he's hunkering back. I'm looking at being somewhere like on the left side, kind of like where you had first place me. Somewhere's over in there, maybe. It looks like there's like right behind the trees I was sitting in. You just had me in front of. To the straight down. Or actually, that's a good spot. There's a couple of trees right there. So I don't want to be prone because that causes problems with getting up and moving.
Yep. But here, if somebody like gets caught in the bear trap, you are within full move to just like sprint up.
Yeah, and I've got a halberd, so I can reach out and poke them. Okay. Yep. And more squatting down or whatnot rather than full on prone laying down. But you get the idea.
Other than that, I would, if possible, just kind of tinker with my alchemist supplies and tinker's tools. Use some of my spare bullets to try to make some sort of like claymore explosive to set up.
Okay, make me a tinker check.
All right, so that would be what exactly would be going into a tinker check? D20 plus.
I believe it's intelligence.
I think it's like intelligence to conceptualize, dexterity to do, right? But you have proficiency with either because if you have proficiency with Tinker's tool.
Gotcha. Okay, so.
But that's just like how Matt Mercer did it. A lot of people do things different.
do a roll and see what happens. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with my intelligence one because you're trying to figure out how to build the claymore.
Okay.
Less right now, it's less about being dexterous enough
Mm-hmm.
to build it and more. Oh, how do I do that? How would I best do that?
So intelligence plus proficiency because Tinker's tools. So. 16.
16. You puzzle it out. You puzzle it out. What are you building it out of? Some gunpowder.
Yeah, gunpowder. Bullets. Kind of have them all facing in one direction, so that way when the explosive goes off, it kind of all sets them off. Kind of basically like a combination of a redneck shotgun just and shrapnel.
Right. Where do you want it?
So they're going to be coming from. Okay, so place it maybe like facing where they'll be coming from. Just right around maybe there, facing in. So once they hit the traps, it'll go off.
All right. Great. Anybody else? Anybody else? You're looking to see if Uguay says that.
I don't have anything to set up, but since we have been here for 2 days and this is my favorite terrain, the whole group does not, nothing can slow our travel except for magical means. And we are always alert while we are here. So that's just everyone's heads up.
That's fun.
That's badass. Yeah, I really don't have anything. I'm happy.
Where does everybody want to be? Where does everybody want to be set up?
I actually want to move to that other, to the basically the cliff on the left. Yep. Behind those rocks. Yep. Yep. And I'm good there.
I'd probably just be hiding behind a tree, like a little further down. Go screen right a little bit, and then forward a little bit, little bit to the right more. Right there, yeah, in those between those two trees.
Arp, Selenius, and Uguay. Uguay, I'm paying attention to the chat if you want to say something.
Rocks on the right for me.
Let's separate one another so that when I knock you down, nobody can help you.
Hopefully not.
Don't listen to him, guys. He's trying to fireball us.
Clump up, clump up, clump up. Cloud kill, cloud kill.
Meteor swarm. See down.
This is a good hunting rifle.
That is a good hunting rifle spot. Is that front easily like traversable? Like if I want to take some pot shots and then move down with a revolver?
You want to slide down?
Pretty much,
that
yeah.
would be an athletics check or acrobatics check.
Okay.
Slide down.
Good to know. I'll stay up there in kind of a sniper overwatch position for now.
You got
Since Garv didn't do anything throughout the 2 days, could I set up like I have a climbing kit. Can I set up a climbing rappel spot for him?
Yeah, 100%.
Sweet.
Are you setting one up on all three?
Yes.
Great. No longer requires athletics checks or acrobatics checks to go up and down these rocks.
No, I can just rappel down while shooting.
I don't think while shooting, but
I
that
set
might
up
still
stage
require
mode.
an acrobatics.
Yeah.
Master Oogway, where would you like to be, my friend? Do you want to be with Snatches as like one of the emissaries? Do you want to be hidden? Hey, Moose. Either. Fantastic.
Yes.
Let's have Master Oogway be hidden then, because you can. I'm semi. Go to bed. Go to bed. Go take some Benadryl. Go take some Tylenol. Go sleep. Go sleep. You're not gonna make it through an encounter. Master Oogway falls unconscious. He just curls up in his shell. Curls up in it. Hi. Great. Great. Let's do this. The day arrives. The moment arrives. Herrick, Dan, everybody, group stealth check, actually. Group stealth check from everybody.
Group check. Hope I got a natural 20 without rolling on that. Sexy check.
I got a 12. At least it's above middle.
Oh,
Sure.
my God.
Ooh, 22.
I got a natural 22. Also,
Ted's just like, I'm the best at rolling.
well, this good rolls tonight. But
know,
I also,
You are the tree.
Yeah.
I mean, I would have been good anyway because my stealth is really high on top. So
You just had Chad.
I'm starting to realize that the utility is starting to really kick in with the ranger here.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
Level
I don't know
10
if
really
I
kicks
have
off.
disadvantage from the heavy plate or not, but I rolled with disadvantage. First roll was the lower of the two, and it was a 15.
Right. Disadvantage. Yeah, I got a 7.
I rolled a 3, and I'm gonna re-roll. So that's one of mine of the day. That's better, thank God. 15.
Oh, my game's locking.
I'm good.
There we go. All right. You guys, as much as you can think you're hidden, Snatches sits in the middle of the like road, the pathway. These guys start walking up. You see a bunch of just dudes in robes, humans in robes. 2 of them carry like bone white staves, and they're surrounded by a bunch of skeletons. Which is why I'm trying to get this to load, because I needed to make skeletons. And then just some like grimy, sunken-eyed, their skin like a yellowish paper color and like super thin and sticking to their bones. Like they look like they're practically skeletons themselves. like dragging their feet following these two. They're all bearing the old insignia, for those of you that can recognize it, of the Elysian Empire. And they follow their leaders into this valley. As they approach Snatches, as they're about like 20 feet away from Snatches, 20, 30 feet, we'll call it 30 feet, as they like reach this like corner in the road, this like little turn in the road, Snatches is like, that's far enough. Have you brought what we ask for? Um, 2, 3, great. I'll move up to here. Will and Liam move up, and they produce from within their robes. No, you know what? They're wizards. They flick their wrist, and from the like pocket dimension, that like wizard pocket dimension spell, they produce this like little lockbox, and they open it to show Snatches the inside. I don't think any of you can probably see what's inside. If you have good perception and would like to see what's inside, you can make a roll.
Yes, who has good perception?
Selenius probably with
I
his
do.
sniper rifle probably
yeah.
can see.
Well, I rolled an 8. I mean, that's gonna be a 25.
Just look at it's like because it's like 70 feet away from some of you, like through
Let me do
tree
the
lines.
natural
So
20,
I think Selenius is the only one with his sniper scope.
especially with a nat 20 perception.
Okay. You're looking at the footlocker opens, the little chest flips open. Inside are a bunch of little figurines. It's just a bunch of fucking knickknacks. Some super fancy knickknacks. But that's what you think it is. Snatches goes out. Yes, the carved bones of a lord. Yes. Throw it over to me, and I will throw you the phylactery that we found ages ago. The wizard on the right for you guys calls out, and how do we know that this phylactery is even real, and if it is of our dear Emperor William? Do you think I'm a liar? You're a rat. Literally a rat. So yes. Well, that's fair, but and he produces the rat produces this like bleached white skull, and it's massive in his hand. It was produced from a bag of holding. We're gonna say it's a bag of holding. It is the skull of a cyclops, and in the bleached cavern of the eye, this swirling mass of purple energy exists. There's like an echo of shock and like all of the like lesser cultists bow their head. Garf and Herrick are 100% sure that you're unclear if it's an illusion or a fake, but that rat currently looks like he's holding the phylactery of William.
Oh shit.
Okay, I didn't roll a nat one.
You didn't roll in that one, or you did?
Yeah. I figured if I roll a nat one, it's like a wisdom save kind of thing.
Oh yeah,
If I just rolled a nat one just now, I'd be like,
I don't trust the rat people.
I don't wait.
I don't trust the rat people. Fuck. We're being played.
They're demons. They're demons. If that's the actual skull, then
for Garth,
I rolled a natural 20 on that skull.
Garth, roll me a history check.
I did just roll a 20, but I'll roll again.
What were you rolling? What was your 20 for? Why'd you roll?
For the skull to see if I could learn more about it, but it's all right.
Oh, that's what I'm trying to give you. I was trying to give you more information on the skull.
Sweet.
That is the skull of Tent Peg. That's Tent Peg's skull. And inside the where his eye used to be is like William's soul energy. So it is written. So it is said. Yeah. Unclear if that's the real one or not. The rats are just chaotic enough that you're unclear. Whenever you guys asked what they'd promised, or like, because the Splinter had said bring them the phylactery. Snatches had been like, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We got it covered. We got it covered. We got him. We got him. He was very elusive about it. Snatches holding up the thing, goes, well, come and get it. I'm not gonna throw this. That's too valuable to throw it. Come, we'll trade right here. Liam turns and like points at one of the cultists who like runs up, and he hands the box to him. William points to like the skeleton himself, the way points to this cultist, and like as he's saying, you go up there and grab the phylactery, he steps on the fucking bear trap.
Fuck yeah. We get a surprise round, right? Like we're expecting this to happen.
Yeah, you guys 100% get a surprise round. Hunting trap, D&D 5e.
He's got to take a DC 13 dexterity saving throw.
Dex save. I'm going to say that the two main guys probably are wary enough that they're not surprised. In the same vein that, an ambush with rats, but all of the little guys are like, fuck! The rats tricked us!
No, not the rats!
No way! Not the rats! They didn't. Oh my god, a natural 20. This guy
doesn't phase
a creature that stabs on this plate must succeed. It's not thereafter. So it's just save for nothing.
I guess
he gets out of the way. He just gets out of the way. Oh boy, this guy hops. Here's the click and has the dexterity of the gods, and there's just this moment as like the trap slams shut of like silence as the phylactery vanishes, and Snatches drops a smoke bomb. All right, everybody roll it.
All right.
all my gutter runners. I rolled a natural feast and famine. Feast and famine. Natural 20 for the cultist. 1 on your little rat guy. Of course. Let's look at the other guy. Okay. Jesus Christ. Okay. Chad, I'm waiting on you.
Oh, sorry.
I need to roll for those guys too.
I thought it saved.
Another natural 20.
There we go.
All right. So I rolled another natural 20, this time on initiative for snatches. That gives him a 28 initiative.
Nice.
So first up on this is snatches, who's invisible. The smoke bomb is a roll 5 or 6 reload that turns you invisible for a turn. Going to 5, 30. His movement. He's got 80 movement speed. This guy body shimmers to the other side. Snatches is, you guys watch as he like vanishes from one side and reappears mid-air behind this cultist. 2 dagger, like you know the move I'm talking about, where like he's mid-jump, 2 daggers in the air, ready to plunge down. Plus 13 to hit. He has advantage. 26 to hit this guy. He's got an AC of 13. Great. Great. Definitely hits. He deals. He auto crits because I have assassinate. So this is a critical hit. He deals 2d4, 2d10, and 12d6. I don't have enough dice. Where's the dice rolling room?
Hitting.
2d4.
This guy's not about to have a good day.
/roll. No. 2d4 plus 2d10 plus 12d6 plus 8. Right? Plus 8? Yeah. That guy takes 81 points of damage. That is over double his hit points. He's just like carved into, the daggers hit the top of his skull, and Snatches rides him to the bottom, and just he falls completely split in half. That's his turn. Which brings us to Will and Liam. No, I rolled a 15. There's, let's see, 17. No, brings us to Selenius.
Sweet. So did that smoke bomb obscure where I had
Nope.
the claymore?
No, it's just a poof, and then it fades.
Oh, sweet. Okay. I'm gonna set off that claymore.
Okay. You're gonna shoot it?
Yeah.
I'm gonna give it an AC of 20.
Say video game rules. Just
It's red. Clearly, shoot
Yeah.
it, right?
yeah, exactly. It's red and blinking. Shoot it. 26 to hit it.
Right. It detonates. All 4 of these guys need to make dex saves. Those are 2 fails. 4 fails. 4 failures. Roll me. 4d6. 4d6.
All right. There's 12.
12. They all take 12 points of damage. They're all still kicking. But like covered in shrapnel now.
Nice. Second shot. Shoot. Let's see.
You have advantage on any of the bright green guys. The dark green guy or the skeletons. The dark green guys are not surprised.
Okay. I'll go for the.
I don't know about
front
for Joa,
left.
but them dark green guys aren't visible for me. They're just, it's crazy.
Are they,
Yeah,
are they wrong colors? Here, I'll make them new colors.
That's okay. I could see that there are shapes there.
In all fairness, they're barely visible for me too.
Oh, fair. Okay.
They're pretty dark.
I'll go for that front left bright green guy that was the guy that had like the god reflex for the
Yeah, great.
trap.
Great.
Dirty 20.
That hits.
He'll take 18 damage.
Okay, he's still standing, but you've like blown a hole through his, like you've gut shot at him. Like just blood splatters onto his leader in front of him. Brings us to Herrick.
Herrick is going to go ahead and run up and engage them in combat. He will try to get into that square. I don't know if that is as close as I can get.
Nope, that was just 20 feet. That was 20 feet. That's just 10 feet away from the closest guy.
I'll take one more step and swing at him.
Right.
That's a 26 to hit.
Right, that hits.
Over is 10. So 14 points of damage.
As he like spits up blood from being shot onto his leader, you just run up behind him and lop his head off.
Yep. I will now go ahead and take the second swing at the guy. Is that Will or Liam?
That's Will.
Will.
Will I am.
Get it? Will.
Does 19 hit?
19 does hit these guys, yeah. Do I have shield? I don't.
Okay.
I mean, I'm not going to pretend that it took me way too long to figure out that's
8 points.
Will and Liam, but
8 points. You got it. You carve through. It's stopped a little bit. He does have mage armor on, so he is more defended than you expected him to be.
Nah, I'm used to fighting mages. Do I have another 5-foot move?
Yeah. Yep. One more 5
Go
foot.
ahead and step up next to him, and I will go with action surge.
Great.
And swing my again. I don't know if an 18 will hit.
18 does hit. Yep.
Okay. And so that is 9 points. I completely forgot to say that I was doing something.
Oh no.
Oh well. Last attack. I don't think a 15 will hit.
A 15 does not hit.
Okay.
Bounces off his arcane wards.
All right.
Brings us to Fro, because heroes go before villains. They also, Will and Liam are also on a 17.
All right. Let's I don't know. These guys seem pretty squishy overall. Which one was hurt? The one is that Liam right there in front of Will? I'm gonna go ahead and do my little, not the hunter's mark, but the other one.
Okay. Yep.
Do that one first, and then I'm gonna take a shot at him for my first shot, and that's gonna be an 18 to hit.
That hits.
Awesome. That's going to be a 13 points of damage.
An arrow sprouts out of him.
And he still stands?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right.
All right, cool. And then we'll do another. I'm not going to use my hunter's mark on him, but I'm going to shoot again.
Great.
And that's going to be 21 to hit.
Yep.
Cool. And that's going to be 11 points of damage.
He goes to begin casting a spell, and an arrow just goes through his hand. He's still alive, but he's looking really bad. He's looking really bad. All right, it is now Will and Liam's turn, and all of their skeletons. Will is going to cast as a necromancer. He's going to swear like the Dickens.
When he goes to cast, I'll use my reaction to hit him.
Great. All right. Go. Yeah, go. Do it. He begins casting a spell.
All right. 23 to hit.
I'll fit what to hit?
I'm going to boot. 23 to hit.
Yeah, that hits. Yep.
6 is 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. You watch as he shatters a vial of ice and begins to cast a cone of cold that I was going to cast on you and Fro and that gutter rat. And then you just cut off his hand.
I was gonna say, it doesn't say it stops him from casting.
No, but you killed him. So you cut off his hand, and he just like looks down at his fallen hand and collapses to a knee, and then you just follow through with a secondary strike to the heart. And Will is dead. Liam is like freaking out. What is he gonna do? I think he's going to cast Stone Skin on himself. Yeah, he's gonna cast Stone Skin on himself. That's his turn. 3 of these skeletons. This one turns on. This one turns on. We're gonna say the skeletons turn on each other, and then this one, I'm gonna still say fights you, Herrick.
Okay.
17 to hit.
That's gonna miss.
Skeleton 17. It was 17 on the die. Let me find my plus to hit. I have a +3 because necromancers.
Yep. That'll hit.
Skeleton 5e. Skeleton plus to hit is +4, so I have a +7, so 24 to hit.
Yeah.
Yep. You take 6 points of piercing damage. And this skeleton's gonna swing at that skeleton and hit. So this skeleton has a few less bones as it runs up to you, Herrick. Misses, scrapes off your armor. This skeleton is going to go 5, 10, 15 and have to make a dex save. It It passes. So it keeps moving. Click, shut. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Click. That time it slams onto his little skeleton body. And he's immobilized. Roll your damage, Fro.
Is that just for the hunter's trap? So that's going to be
Yep.
that's 4 points of damage, and he can't move. He's restricted to 3 feet of
Yep.
movement.
Skeleton. Takes more damage. Rolls on Herrick. That one hits with a 20. Well, maybe it doesn't. 21. You got an 18. Great. It's Justin that has the stupid AC. And another 6 points of piercing damage. That's the skeletons. That's the skeletons. Stone skin. So this guy's skin has turned to stone, and is now has raging. He's resistant to weapons.
Non-magical.
Non-magical though. Doesn't know your halberd is magical.
Okay.
Dan. No, yeah, Dan.
Yeah, I'm gonna cast magic weapon as I pole vault with my sword to jump
Great.
and move the distance to get in that little crook right there. Yep. Nope. Over one more. Yep. And then I'm gonna bring it down on little bitch ass. Great weapon master. 19?
Yeah, no, yeah. Are you doing it on
Old Stone Skin McGinsey.
Old Stone Skin McGee? Oh,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, that does it. Yeah.
Okay.
Your weapon just made it magical.
And I'm gonna smite him.
Not a fiend,
Okay. Just
Not
regular
undead.
2d8 there.
just a guy.
Still quite a bit. So that is 7 plus 14, 21 bludgeoning, magical bludgeoning, and then 11 radiant.
Weapon plus the. Oh, you killed him. Hilarious.
And I finish my swing as I knock his head off like a baseball bat into the next guy right next to him.
Great.
And that's also great weapon master. I only got a 16 for him.
These guys are worse. These guys are worse guys. They only have 13 AC.
Okay, for him that is 19 magical bludgeoning.
He took 12 earlier. He has 1 hit point. He's still standing there with 1 hit point. Great. Garf,
Yo,
you're up.
I would like to. Can you zoom in? How many of my teammates are near them? Okay. I'm gonna cast fly. I'm gonna try to fly above them
Great.
and do a bombardment of some oil jars that I have.
Great. You're just gonna drop oil in this general area.
Yeah, I got 9 oil flasks.
Great.
I was gonna put them in a blanket before I flew and took off.
Great. So this whole area is all of these guys are just covered in oil now. That's what you're telling me.
Yeah,
Great.
and
Did you have a lit torch before you went as well? Maybe
Not
that's
yet.
also in that drops with it.
oh well, I mean, I was gonna either do a Molotov, but since people are at, well, do you think if I were to?
I think you've made a fireball without having to expend a spell slot.
I mean, yeah, that's what I would like to do. I forgot to put the Molly proponent into there.
Molly?
Hmm.
That's okay.
Fucking-
Is that what you want to do, Garth?
Plus, you get to sing "Fortunate Son" while carpet bombing.
Yeah,
all of
yeah,
them,
I'll do
so-
that. I'll just like the
Great.
bag before I drop it.
Right. I am going to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 saving throws. 1 success.
No, I can't
2 success.
change.
What's your spell save? Garth?
Mine is 15.
Okay, that's 3 success. 4 success. 5 success. That's a failure. That's a failure. That's a failure. That's a success.
Can Garth actually be like smoking a cool
That's a
guy's
failure.
cigar and throw it down after he drops them? Because that would be sick.
Roll fireball damage.
Mhm.
Okay, cool. How many d6s is that? 8?
8. 8d6. How much health do skeletons have? Great. But I have +9 because necromancer. So 22.
Sweet. 37. Add anything to that?
Nope.
That's just what I. Okay.
This guy gets incinerated immediately. These two get incinerated immediately. This guy gets incinerated immediately. These 5 are all still alive but took damage.
Nice. And since it's oil, would it be kind of napalmy and kind of be...
Wanting may have them burn at the start of their turn? Sure. Yep.
Sweet.
Start of their turn now. 4 of them make saves. That's a fail. That's a success. That's a fail. That's a fail. This guy, the fire goes out. Didn't get enough sticky napalm on him. These 3. Oh, and this guy needs to make a save too.
Fortunate
He,
Son intensifies.
natural 20. Skeleton doesn't give a fuck that it's on fire.
Got strong bones.
These 3 take a d6 in burning, 1 point of damage, 3 points of damage, 4 points of damage. All these guys take their turns now. They're all going to cast Ray of Enfeeblement on various people. Ray of Enfeeblement, a black beam, make a ranged spell attack. My spell attack modifier is +3 to hit. So this guy's shooting at Herrick. Miss. This guy is shooting at Dan. A 17, Dan. Dan the Satyr Man.
I'm muted. Miss.
Miss. This guy's going to shoot at Herrick. Herrick, a 21 to hit.
That will hit.
You only deal half damage with weapon attacks that use strength. Half damage for you.
Okay.
This one's going to shoot at Dan. Miss. What else do I have? I'm gonna make this last guy Toll the Dead at you. Have you taken any damage, Dan? Probably not.
No.
Make a wisdom save.
The
DC 11.
Natural 19.
Great. Yeah, a bell rings. You think it's ring. Go,
Oh, sick.
Dan, go. Go, Dan, go. Go, Dan, go. That's their turns. Which brings us to the Nat 1 gutter runners. We're all gonna run up and eviscerate people. 5, 10, 15, 20. There. There. $37 cut in half is 18. Okay. That's a miss. That's what's the actually no, that first one did hit. Okay. There's a D6. That one hits. This one runs up and with his claw and dagger just like disembowels and cuts one leg off of this guy and kills him. This guy's gonna get that guy. That one misses. I rolled 2 2s in a row. This guy just falls on his face. Falls on his face.
Gets lit on fire with the napalm burning on the ground.
Yep.
Fuck.
Actually, you know what? He just dies. He just dies. He just screams and dies. This guy that hits. And that hits. Brings both his daggers down into this guy's chest. Punctures his heart, kills him. These 2 gutter runners on the guy you were fighting, Dan. That's a miss. That's a hit. That's a hit. That's a miss. They get sneak attack on these guys. Just 2 rats just come up and just like tackle this guy to the ground, and they're both just like stabbing this guy repeatedly. He died the moment their daggers hit. Like one of them put their dagger through his eyeball the moment they hit him, but they're just like on top of him, stabbing him over and over again. Great. That brings us to Snatches. He's gonna move 1 step over and Omaiwamo Shinderu this guy. How many attacks do I technically have on Snatches? Oh, just the 1. I was right. I do only have 1. Great, that hits. This guy's fucking murdered. Which brings us to Selenius.
Sweet.
This went much faster than I expected it to. This was a good ambush.
Was.
My big wizards didn't get to cast spells.
Yeah, so they're both dead.
They're both dead. Skeletons, and then 1 fanatic remains.
Going for fanatic.
Okay.
26.
That hits.
And he'll take 19 damage.
Okay, well, he's dead now. Bang. There's skeletons left. We're not going to deal with skeletons. They disanimate. They disanimate at this point. They just like crumble to the ground.
Get the
fuck out. They like, one of them grabs a trombone.
Doot your ass out of here.
And they doot their ass out.
Damn right.
They leave. They run back to Orcus.
I'm gonna ask Garf a question, but I'm really asking Sean. Hey man, do you think you can help me make this permanent? And I point at the glowing rune that says Dan on my sword.
Yeah, with Garf can learn how to enchant.
Yeah, well, I was thinking with me knowing magic weapon, like it's a part of my oath, right? And him knowing how to do runes and shit, we could work together.
Is enchanting a skill?
Yeah,
I could learn 2 skills a day and be proficient in them.
That's a good workaround. I would say that works in solving the problem. I also would say no, you know what? That is how we solve it because you're a divinity one. An enchanting wizard, an enchanter wizard would either an enchanter wizard, an abjuration wizard, or a transmutation wizard can learn how to be like a World of Warcraft enchanter, if that makes sense, Trevor.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
No, it does. Yeah,
like their
100%.
job.
Like I had one. I think I had one in the last campaign that I had you guys free. Yeah, it was the orc that that was in the back of the Ford.
Was he an orc?
That was in the back of the shop. Yeah, he was
He was a
an
minotaur.
orc. Nope, he was an orc.
I always pictured him as a minotaur.
He was an orc.
Orc.
Specifically not a minotaur because David always takes minotaur as a
Oh yeah.
as a language, and it's become a running joke that I haven't put a minotaur in front of him to use
Love that.
that language.
Nice.
He keeps trying to pitch a minotaur society.
Eros has one.
Great. Snatches brings you and like seeing Snatches in its full glory, Herrick in particular, like you size up Snatches and you realize could kill you, could one-shot you. With the right roll, Snatches could end your career. Well, how much hit points do you have, Herrick?
76.
Yeah.
You have to roll
Snatches?
really well.
Yeah.
He rolled if he gets the drop on you, he could kill you in one. Because he's an assassin. I rolled 81 to kill that fanatic.
Yeah, it looks like those are pretty good rolls, but not like phenomenal rolls.
Not
so.
phenomenal. Yeah. Snatches is a CR 19 Eshin assassin. That's the stat block I pulled up.
That's fun.
That's because he can attack 4 creatures in one round by leaping through them.
Nice wizards. I'm gonna dig through the roads of these dumb dead idiots in front of me.
You dig through them. You find not a lot of things about a lot of bones, a lot of like necromancer supplies. So it's a lot of like raven skulls and like just creepy shit. You do find roll me a d4.
4.
You find 4 soul coins.
I don't even pick them up. Mean nothing to me. I'll show them to somebody else. Look at these. What is this? I just throw them.
I'll take them.
Yeah, Garth.
4 soul coins.
Might interest
4
you.
soul coins for Garth. What else do these goobers have on them? The box was dropped when the fight began. Snatches goes over and picks it up. And looks into it. And pockets it. He looks at you all and goes, "Well, good work. That went much more swimmingly than I expected it to. I barely even got my blades wet. My whiskers are twitching. You are allies to the cause.
Yeah.
I will always appreciate it."
Hey, was that thing real?
Oh, the phylactery?
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
that's lost. I mean, if we ever fucking find it, for sure we're gonna snatch that thing. But no. Somewhere on the material plane. Somewhere back where you're from.
Sick.
William William definitely was dabbling in lichdom on the side, but never made it there. But let me get you back to Sprinter, and we'll get you a reward for helping us out like this, and we'll get you back to the material plane.
Check.
Sick. All right, that's where we'll end today's game.
Nice.
Hey, Sean.
Well, what's up?
Hey, a check on whether I know what the prevailing attitude towards Lichdom was in the Elysian Empire.
Oh, they hate.
I mean, it's the same. Yeah, it's the same as today.
Okay.
Don't be a lich.
Okay.
There was. Well, I remember you talking about there was like there was like whole.
There was a deep taboo in the Elysian Empire, but it was put in place by William. Sort of like here's Sean's logic on. The deep taboo in the Elysian Empire to lichdom was a fear of William's of somebody becoming more powerful than him. So by instilling a taboo in society against lichdom, it prevented he built a society of like cutthroat wizards, right? So he needed some ceiling. He needed to be above that ceiling and to keep the necromancers beneath him. And that's how he did it. He secretly tried to figure out how to become a lich without having the outward signs of a lich. One of the great examples is him using those soul stones to augment his power. Another way, and this was me sort of for the fact being like, I love William and don't want to give him up wholly. I wanted him to remain as a bit of a boogeyman. Is this half lich phylactery where his soul is in this phylactery,
But it hasn't rematerialized.
but it doesn't have that sort of rematerialized aspect of it. Somebody needs to come and sort of like kickstart him. And that's why we have the cult. The cult is constantly looking for that phylactery.
So
And they've
above
made
the
this-
table, is there a Fidith out there somewhere?
Fidith is out there somewhere, yeah. Yeah, because Fidith became a lich. Fidith is like full-on lich.
Yeah.
Yep. There's also Tempeg's out there. Tempeg's still out
We
there.
saw him. He's with the dragon.
Yep, he's with that gold dragon. He's like a pet. This like weird flesh pet.
What I wonder is how many of the orbs are still over here.
Orbs.
You know?
That is sort of up to you guys because it definitely
We never finished the quest to get them all.
we never finished the quest to get them all. And some of you died. Some of you had more important things than orbs, and that old
Barney
wizard,
has one.
Clarny has one. Yep.
Conversion had one.
Yeah.
Conversion out, and these are two people that are still alive. And correct me if I'm wrong, I definitely don't think Conversion would have given his up.
No.
No, they would not have stayed attuned to it.
And
There's something, if I remember, there's something weird about using it aged you, which wasn't an issue for an elf, but a long-term staying attuned to it was there's some sort of problem that was going to come up.
yeah,
What it
yeah,
was.
because you had the Dunamancy one, right?
Yeah.
Yep. I
And
think
Toothy's just in a bad cave full of just artifacts.
that's where they are. You know what? That's where they are. I would imagine that with Tim Toothy becoming ageless.
He's got like the Odin
That-
trophy room collection.
Yeah, he's got the Bat Cave with like
Yeah,
the
there's
giant
literally a
penny.
giant. Yeah, dude, literally. I was literally about to say that.
Like, and all of the most dangerous things that Curiosity found, that
Freaking
Converging Client, they call up on Tim Toothy and Jelly, and like the bomb squad, they come in and take it out and take it to
There's
their Bat Cave.
it's like a greenhouse that's like for snurds, like a butterfly
Yeah.
room.
Yeah, every time a snurd is found, Tim Toothy's called like the exterminator.
That also explains why that he never comes out to like handle major issues, is because he's literally dedicated to protecting.
He's the curator of the world's most dangerous artifacts.
Remember that old guy in the cave in Raiders or in Last Crusade?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's him.
What cup would Jesus pick,
Which
bro?
cup?
Which one did Jesus like, bro? Tell me.
Tim Toothy's literally has the holy grail, and he uses it for his beer.
And like coffee in the morning
Like
sometimes.
his morning coffee. Yeah.
He caught Jelly pissing in it once.
I ashes cigarettes in it while we're playing pool on like some like demon like pool table.
You're playing pool with the orbs.
Here's a question I have: did Tim Toothy go out and find a way to earn immortality for Jelly, or are we on like the 100th Jelly, and just every couple decades?
No, it's
Tim
like
Toothy goes to the Goblands.
yeah, it's that and
I
then
think you would
the
just keep-
Cabal lands as well.
I feel like you would what's it called? Reincarnate Jelly.
Yeah, that's also another thing. It's a different
yeah.
so different bodies, right? So
Yeah.
Jelly's not necessarily
Jelly just
a
gets to be
goblin.
every race. You like, yeah, this
Jelly-
Jelly
yeah.
was an elephant person, and
Yeah.
yeah.
That's how we're doing it. Every time Jelly dies of old age or in a battle, Tim Toothy
Old
just
age
goes,
is still like 16
Yeah,
every time.
yeah,
That doesn't change.
Yeah. They're goblins. You bring them back as a new thing.
That's funny.
That's how Jelly functions. And like, it's a Batcave again. They're like, you have these mannequins with like spotlights on them of all of the outfits of the different jellies.
Yep. And it's cool because it's a bunch of different race outfits too.
The different sizes.
Yep.
There we go. What a fun time. Are we still on air? Did this
Yeah.
did this
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it great?
yeah.
Yeah,
It's,
that's
great.
great.
Good. Good night, everybody.
All right, good night.